Kay Sotto, behind his success, si Patty Scott ng EWP, si Joel Bell ang kanyang agent at si Jeremiah Bosquen. Ngayon, pakinggan natin ang kanyang interview.
Good morning, Gretchen, and
Good
good morning to all the
morning.
guys here. We're so excited to talk to Kai Sotto, and of course, the team that's behind him, the team that's behind trying to put him in the NBA.
Well, let's start off with a very Filipino question, Tinito. Kai, kamusta ka? Kamusta? How is your schedule there? How's your life there? How's your training?
Everything's going well. First couple days, it was a bit struggle, a bit jet lag, but my team around me helped me. I'm very happy with what we've done so far, and I'm looking forward to what we're gonna do in the next couple weeks.
Kai,
Thank you.
at your age, with your Filipino heritage, how does it feel to be now so close to being picked in the NBA draft?
It's exciting because it's gonna be first. I think it's the first time that full-grown Filipino are excited and nervous at the same time. But I can't wait.
Kai wasn't invited to the NBA draft combine. Now, were you previously advised that Kai wouldn't be invited to the combine? And will that somehow affect his chances of being drafted? Joel?
I was not surprised he wasn't invited. Teams that scouted Australia this year is not as extensive as one might imagine. We're very enthusiastic about Kai when it comes to the NBA pre-draft camp. Whether he remains in the draft or doesn't this year, that's going to be up to Kai. Strongly convinced, believe that when he visits NBA teams in person, they're going to be kind of dazzled. Now, that doesn't mean that he's going to stay in the draft or not. That's going to be a decision he makes. But I'm very confident they're going to be pretty dazzled.
Kai, how are you preparing for the workouts that are coming?
As I said, Jeremiah has been helping me prepare, and I've been working out almost every day, and working out twice a day, and just on the mental side, Jeremiah has been helping me, and he just gives me the confidence that when you prepare well, you're gonna do well. So in my workouts, he really pushes me on the court and on the weight room as well. So I think I'm confident with what I'm. This upcoming weeks will be tough, but it will be exciting as well. So
we've been working on just Kai as a whole, right? This week we're actually going to transition into what he's going to see at these team workouts specifically. And so we know his first workout, we know a conditioning drill that they do every time that every player is in there. We know the format of their workout. And so we're going to start getting into that a little bit this week with Kai. Don't want to overwhelm him. Don't want to put too much pressure on each little drill either, but just he will know what he's watching. Kai is unique and special just because of his skill set, right? Like, first of all, you hear all the conversation from Kai, you hear all of us, and Kai really has a growth mindset, right? Like, he's focused on the big picture of getting better every day. He's pretty unique in that. Now, I think there are things that he can always improve on, right? And you see this a lot in the NBA. There's a lot of small ball. There's a lot of switching on pick and rolls. And so, how is that be in great shape? So those are kind of the base items that you have to capture. And then, he's gotten better. He's gotten tougher. He's moving better defensively. And I think more importantly, even than his lateral movement, is I think now he understands how long he is. Like before, when I saw him at TSF, he was so tall, so long, but he didn't realize the impact he could have by just putting his hand up, or how he changed shots or blocked shots. And I think he's realized that. And again, that's just a part of his process. So he's getting better. And I think those things are gonna, as Joel mentioned, he's gonna dazzle some people. He looks like an NBA player.
Yeah, his if I can say this here, his skill set for a guy 6'9" is off the charts. Let alone a guy who's 7'3". And I'll go back to an analogy I make sometimes that diamonds are really expensive because they're rare. So's Kai. And so he's going to be a valued commodity. He's a valued guy.
From you. Let's go to Kai. I mean, we've seen you grow leaps and bounds from your Gila stints here. And
First of all, I want to thank the team, the organization, Adelaide 36ers. I believe they really helped me develop and improve as a player and as a person. And living in Australia at first wasn't easy, but also taking care of my body, I really learned much, and I just pretty much enjoyed my experience, and those memories that I had in Australia will be with me forever. And I feel like I really improved. And heading into this NBA draft, that experience in Australia really helped me. And now I'm in Atlanta, continuing to get better. I think mental toughness comes from, for me, I think it comes from preparation. I think if you are well prepared, I think that will really help you as a player to be confident. And if you're prepared, if you're well prepared, you're confident, and if you're confident, you're gonna do good. So that was my mindset in Australia. Ever since I played basketball, I just do my best to prepare, to do everything to be ready when the time comes. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I'm just excited for what's to come.
Joel, there's a temptation, of course, to compare Kai with different NBA players. But I sort of want to ask you this question about Wang Zhizhi and Zhou Qi. Now, they are 7-footers. They made it to the NBA. They didn't enjoy long NBA careers. Now, what makes Kai different from both those players that gives you the confidence that he will embark on a long and enjoyable NBA career?
Well, first off, he's a lot better looking. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, but secondly, I think his basketball IQ. What the average person doesn't realize about Kai is you can run your offense through Kai, and that is not something you can say a lot about a lot of front court players in professional basketball. He's got an unbelievable basketball IQ. Forget the skills, and he's actually a very good athlete, okay? You can run your offense through him, and he will make the right decisions that will not only help your team score, but not help the other team.
Kai, the NBA playoffs this season are showing a high level of physicality. How ready are you to cope with this physicality in the NBA?
I mean, there's a lot of work that has to be done for my physique, my body. I have to get stronger. It's pretty obvious when you look at me. I have to get stronger, faster. But on the mental side, I think growing up in the streets of Las Piñas in the Philippines, growing up playing in the Philippines, physicality is normal.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
for a kid playing against construction workers, tricycle drivers, I think that really helped me be prepared mentally. Growing up, my career basketball, I was always one of the youngest guys, and I was always playing with older players. So I think that really helped me on the mental side. That that I'm pretty prepared, and I know what to expect. But on the physical side, I have a lot to continue to work on.
Speaking of physicality, because we're at it, you mentioned that you looked up to Kristaps Porzingis, but now that you've grown,
I think that will really help me as a player. And just the aggressiveness of Giannis, and also the basketball IQ of Jokic, how he plays the basketball, how he plays basketball the right way. I think that's the biggest.
You encourage young Filipino basketball players dreaming to be in your shoes, dreaming that someday they will follow in your footsteps.
I would say it all starts from a dream. From that, I dreamt big. My dad played in the PBA. I said I want to play in the NBA, and keep on working hard and just enjoy the process. And one thing that's very important that I always tell myself is to not be afraid to fail. I think sometimes in my career I'm a little worried. I'm a little afraid to fail, and that leads me to not trying. So I think the biggest advice is to keep on trying. It's okay to fail; it's part of the journey. But just the fact that you tried and you did your best, that will help you get better as a person inside.
Patty, beyond the NBA, there's the goal of playing for Gilas in the 2023 FIBA World Cup. And the whole Philippines is excited with that event coming up. How will that factor in the equation of Kai's future plans in basketball?
Well, Kai is obviously always going to make the Philippines a priority. I mean, that's his home country. And from our perspective and his perspective, I mean, he will play in the World Cup. So usually there's a lot of NBA players playing in the World Cup, and it's a time period that usually is accepted. Not necessarily the games leading up to, but the World Cup is usually one, and especially with it being in the Philippines. I can assure you that Joel will be working with the team that he's playing with to definitely make sure that occurs. So we always have constant conversation with the SVP, Coach Chot, to make sure that Kai can support the national team any and all times that he can.
Kai, how important is it for you as an athlete to have corporate backing and the full support of a company like Smart, for instance?
Amazing. And when people watch me play, they just see me, but they don't really see the people that help me backstage. They don't really see the people on the backstage that's been helping me. So I'm very, very blessed and very happy, very thankful to have these people around me, and they've been helping me since day one. And they're the reason why I'm here where I am today.
Kai, any message for your fans?
Oh, I just wanna thank everybody first and foremost. I'm very thankful and very blessed to have everybody's support and help. And I couldn't do this without every single one of you. And just keep on praying and keep on supporting, because I do my best to work hard every single day to improve and to get to my dream. And I'm doing this all not for myself, but for all of us.
I think it's amazing, Kinito. I mean, today we got a clearer picture of how this journey is turning out for Kai. It's not just a solo effort. We see Patty, we see Joel, we see Jeremiah. He's got a strong team behind him, all believing in him. And it's amazing how much support he has from his inner circle. But rest assured, Kai, you got all of us with you. We're part of that team. In Tagalog, kasama mo kaming lahat, sambayan ng Pilipino sa iyong mga pangarap. Kaya naman, keep on going for that dream, and keep on inspiring all of us. Just like we love to say it, Puso Pilipinas.